Cheers, legends.
Hey.
Oh wait, no, that's what you say.
Yeah. I was like, has he got a little intro?
No, I just wave. That's it. Just smile and wave.
Like a kid in the back seat just waving to someone. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, same here. Aussie beer, brewed in Australia. Kindly given by the man to my left. Could be right on this screen, I don't know. Yeah, so it's brewed at Range, and the collaboration brewery is Verdant from Falmouth in Cornwall.
So very appropriate for us being an Englishman and an Australian.
Well, don't tell the Scots that they're English. They don't like. Not the Scots. Don't tell the Scots, but don't tell the Cornish they're English because they like to be called Cornish. They have their own flag and everything.
Yeah, their own species, like the Tasmanians.
Right. Do the Tasmanians have their own flag?
No, yeah, we all have state flags, but yeah, they don't have like a separate thing, sort of thing. Here we
Cornwall
go.
bad. Tippy tappies. No, Cornwall though. Is that a flag
behind me and just settles? It'll be right.
It's black background with a white cross. It's always been the Cornish flag. Same as the St. George's cross, but instead of red and white, it's black and white.
Yeah. Well, I've always been confused. Like, I mean, in England itself, if you put a flag up in your, say, if you're very patriotic and you put a flag up in your property, do you put the white and red English flag up, or do you put the like United Kingdom one?
Depends.
Yeah.
There's a lot of flagpoles around here, and they have none of those things. They usually have a Liverpool or an Everton flag.
Yeah.
Because a lot of Scousers don't see themselves as English.
Yeah. Because when I've seen footage of Northern Ireland, there's heaps of like United Kingdom flags everywhere. It's like
they have their own flag as well. So they have it's inverted. It's the cross across the corners, but it's the St. George's flag in the corners instead.
Yeah. I thought they had their own one.
Yeah, everyone, all the technically, it's a union between countries, and so all the countries have their own flag. You were saying before about all states in Australia have their own flag. We don't. Counties here have coat of arms instead. That's always been the case.
Yeah, most of them have the Union Jack, like the Aussie flag, but then they'll have like a different symbol where the stars are, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to the beer.
Yeah. So I was having a look at this, and obviously I thought it was apt this week because Verdant have released their 2025 Sharks series. So Baby Sharks the Pale Ale, the original Eden Sharks Need Water, Whale Sharks the Double IPA, and this year, first time this year, the Don after the Megalodon Triple IPA, which are all the same hops. They're all Citra Galaxy and variations of those ones. This one is also Citra Galaxy, but Range have put in two different hops as well, which is Nectaron and it said Nectar on Untapped. It doesn't actually say Nectar on here, so I don't know whether it meant. It says on the can Nectaron and Nectaron Cryo, so maybe it was just a typo on Untapped. But that is the only edition.
That's what it would have been. Yeah.
Other than that, it is Citra Galaxy, which is the same, and I assume the malt base is probably fairly close as well.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And it's for those at home, it's 8%.
Yes, double IPA. So it'll be closer probably to Whale Sharks. I think Whale Sharks is 8.5.
Yeah. What's the Don? That's probably around 10, is it?
It's flat 10, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
be so keen to try that. That would have definitely been one I would have got you to bring over, like if you were coming over.
Yeah. You can't predict when these things are going to be released. It's just
for sure. I mean, we
Yeah,
might even get a drop of English beers in the next month or two, and we might get it. So, fingers
yeah.
crossed.
As we were discussing yesterday, one drop. We were getting a load of one drop sours and stouts, literally hitting the English shores in a couple of weeks. Yeah, the pre-orders are already out.
It's amazing because I've got 3 one-drop beers in the fridge, and not one of them are those ones that you have. It's like, oh, for God's sake.
We're getting some on draft as well coming to the UK, so they're going to rock up in kegs. The only place I know at the minute is in Manchester, Salford. They're doing a full tap takeover. I've heard rumours Dead Crafty are getting a couple of kegs. When I spoke to the owners, they said he wasn't going to go a whole showcase. He's basically spoken to the importer and he's gone, can I pick and choose which ones I want? And he said, yeah. So he's only going to get a couple of kegs, but they'll rock up at some point.
When it comes to international takeovers, you'll find quite often like the kegs are the fresher beers, like the ones that have just been released. And then the cans are normally like a month or 2 old.
I think from what I understood is they're the same, apart from a couple of kegs additional.
Yeah.
But other than that, they're the same as the cans.
Yeah. It'll definitely be one of those things when you go. I know you can't go, can you? Damn
I can't go, no.
Yeah.
We're going to... as far as I know, Dead Crafty are getting them in, and they'll be on at some point in August. What he tends to do is buy the cans in, and the ones that are not in cans, he'll get on keg, which is only a couple of them.
Yeah.
So I suspect there'll be IPAs on keg, and it's all sours and stouts in cans. Yeah. It's two pastry stouts, and then the rest, I think it's 4 sours of varying ABVs.
Yeah, well, I've seen that Big Bad Wolf there, and that's an annual release. I'm pretty sure they do that every year, so yeah, it's pretty big. Yeah.
There we go. Right. Is there anything you've reviewed this obviously before on your channel?
Yeah, so I had a 4-pack of this beer, and yeah, all I can say is I really enjoyed it. I reviewed it. I think I drank one super fresh. It was pretty green, but still very enjoyable. And then I reviewed one after about maybe a week. And then, the last 2 cans, I was like, I'll give you one and keep one to drink with you.
It's still fairly fresh. I say packed at the 1st of May. So we're only, July now? So it's a couple of months old, if that. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah. The only one I did notice was Verdant are very known for putting oats in their malt bill. And I've noticed on here, it says the allergens things say wheat, not oats. So I wonder whether the malt bill might slightly be different.
I'm pretty sure Range normally use oats, so yeah.
Anyway, should we crack it open?
Let's get into it, brother. The crack sounded good. That's always a good
thing. Yeah. It's looking light.
Yeah, the appearance is still the same, so that's good.
Try and get it in the light rather than... Yeah, it's looking thick. I've got the comments on the bottom as well.
Yeah. See, when I first got into Range and they started blowing me away with their hazies, when I had this recently, it took me back to that time. Just it was very similar to when I was first getting into Range, and that sort of like that feeling I was getting from their beers. That's how much I enjoyed this one. So
very good.
Yeah. Very bright orange.
It is. Oh, why have I think I've removed myself from the screen. I don't know what I've done. One sec. Oh. There we go. Come on, let's have a look at your beer. I don't know whether it's your lighting or...
Yeah, definitely my lighting. yours looks a lot brighter and more orange.
I'm trying to get it behind the lights.
In reality, mine looks amazing. Like I'm just looking at it, going, "Wow, this beer is good."
Just chopping it up.
Yeah, but even the head on it, it's just like real pillowy head. Looks like it's going to sit around for years.
Does have that verdant smell that you always get,
Yeah.
that very sweet New England.
Yeah.
Definitely peach. Definitely passion fruit.
Yeah, I get like a candied citrus as well.
Overly ripe nectarine as well, maybe.
Yeah.
Just as it's about to go funny.
There's a touch of lemon there as well, I reckon.
Oh, your nose is better than mine. I'm not picking that out.
But yeah, definitely peach. I feel like peach is nearly like the main note you get.
Yeah, peachy nectarine, definitely.
Yeah.
I'd say, but it does smell overripe.
See, I get sort of like orange juice, like sweet orange juice.
Yeah.
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 Smells awesome.
Should we give it a go?
Let's get in there, bro.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Orange juice definitely on the taste. Much more than the aroma.
That is good.
Still peachy though. There's definitely peach there for you.
Yeah. Yeah, just the nostalgia for me. It just takes me back to when I first got into when Range really started blowing up. And every month I was so excited to order new beers from them. And then it just got to a stage where I was just starting to get over hazies, and yeah. It was always them and Mountain Culture and Banks. I'd always order whatever new beers they brought out every month.
I'd say it's close to Verdant. Maybe not as thick on the body.
Also, Verdant beer is normally thicker than this, you reckon? On
I
average?
would say, yeah, for double IPAs, yeah. Not when it comes to your pales and stuff like that. But even Sharks Need Water is that's quite a thick side of the IPA.
Yeah.
Whale Sharks even more so. It's I do wonder whether they've used Verdant yeast as well.
Yeah, well, that Verdant yeast is pretty popular, isn't it? Like a lot of breweries
Yeah.
use it now. Yeah.
The brewery is named after the yeast rather than the other way around.
Yeah. See, they make a beer, still one of the best hazies I've ever had. Range made a beer back in the day called Yo-Yo Enthusiast.
Okay.
And it was very similar to this, probably a little bit thicker, but it was Citra, Sabro, and one of the old school C hops, I think. And it's just phenomenal. Like it was an oat, and it was known as an oat cream IPA. Probably slightly less percentage, maybe in the sevens, but yeah, phenomenal.
Polly's have started doing more oat cream stuff now. They've just done an oat cream pale and an oat cream triple IPA recently.
Yeah.
It's a style that comes back and it goes in and out of fashion all the time. I do like it. I remember getting some of the old school other half stuff that was sort of started the oat cream.
Yeah. One. Did you see my? Yeah, you see my review for the Mountain Culture Day One beer, didn't you?
I didn't. I was at work. I saw the first.
So
I saw the first one, and then I had to go back to work.
It was a triple New England that I've had before, and when I opened it and it was beer number one, I'm like, damn it, because that's actually a beer from them that I don't really like.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh well, I've got to give it another chance. Let's see how it goes. And yeah, just too malty. Like for a New England, it was just like sweet and boozy, and it's like unbalanced. Like the hop character was there more this time around, but still, I can't get into it. But yeah, it's weird because I feel like a lot of people have the same opinion as me, but then on Instagram and Untapped and that, there's heaps of people going nuts for it. So it's like I'm a bit confused.
I'm a bit like that with mountain IPAs. Be one or
Yeah,
the other. Don't try and be both.
yeah,
But as we remember last week, I had the loose lips sink ships from
yeah,
Pirate Life, and that was very much a Westie, but a 10%
yeah,
Westie in a 500 ml can was hard going.
yeah, definitely.
I know you love your Westies, but I like them. But like, there's only so much, especially at that ABV, that you can.
Yeah, yeah. Probably would have been better in a smaller can, that one.
Yeah, I'd say that's why I'm hoping we can do something like this for the impies, and I can share it with Peter, so it's easier to split.
Yeah. Like Pirate Life are known for doing those big cans. That's their thing. They were doing it since the
Yeah.
start.
Let's have a quick look through these comments. Been quite a lot. I don't know whose channel these are on because all it is it has the YouTube thing on it. So I'm assuming that's on your channel. That's a kitty.
Apologies to anyone if they thought we were drinking the Alchemist.
Oh yeah. Harry can't have the link at the minute. Oh, and Drew's just had a beer delivery.
Oh, cool. Cheers, Drewy. Cheers, Vanessa. Cheers, Daniel. Cheers, Harry.
Simo, who's actually on his own live stream at the minute.
Simo. Yeah, just before I jumped on here, I heard him say, "Oh, Adam and Sammy are doing a beer together." It's like he's on his own stream talking about all these other streams that he goes.
Hey, good on him. Need to sort out a day with Simo. He wants to come over to Liverpool and we'll do Azvex and stuff like that.
Yeah, cool.
It's quite easy. It's quite easy for him if he can get. He's not a million miles from Preston train station. It's only 30 minutes from there.
Yeah.
Um,
How long would it take to get a train from Preston to Liverpool?
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Jeez,
So
if he can, yeah. Preston was at one point one of the smallest cities in the UK. You could walk everywhere. When I lived in Preston, didn't have a car. I could drive, but I didn't have a car because you didn't need it.
Yeah.
You walk everywhere, and then if you anywhere else, you can get a bus within 10, and it's a 10-minute bus, and you're there. It's like everything's really close together. The only thing I didn't do when I was in Preston, have you ever heard of Farmyard Brewery?
No.
It's a Farmyard Brewery, a little brewery. It's between Preston and Lancaster, which is the next city up. Quite a rivalry between Preston and Lancaster, especially with Lancaster being the sort of the original county capital. Preston is now the actual capital of Lancashire because that's where the county council are based. The farmyard is in the middle. It's completely in the countryside. It is actually on a farm, but you can't get there very easily unless you drive there. I personally don't like to have a couple of drinks and drive. It's not my bag.
Yeah.
But you can get a bus there, but it's so overly complicated. Like, involves a 40-minute walk and all sorts. It's like a crazy route.
Yeah. Get off at this stop, walk for 300 days.
No, 40-minute walk it is from the nearest bus station. It's just not an ideal location. I've had some good beers from them.
It must be so hard for breweries like that.
Yeah. Rivington are like that essentially. Like it's good. It's a good 25, 30-minute walk, and it's not an easy walk from Adlington, which is their nearest train station. It's especially if you did it in bad weather. I wouldn't like to do. I've only ever done the walk in good weather, thankfully.
Yeah.
But it's a sort of a rocky, muddy pathway in the rain. It's fine if it's dry. It's just soil and stone.
See, I feel
It's,
like if that
it's an
was,
angle.
yeah, I feel like if that was an Australian brewery and you had those sort of elements, there'd be like snakes everywhere. It'd be
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah,
they have like this path, which is not really paved. It's just a sort of a country path. Goes through a farmer's field, cows in it, and horses, and then you go over the bridge for the motorway, and then you're there. It's the weirdest journey ever.
yeah.
And there's not much in Adlington apart from a couple of traditional pubs. That's it.
So
So it's
what's the population of like Liverpool and then like Preston and
don't know off the top of my head. Liverpool's a bigger city, but it's more spread
yeah,
out. So Liverpool has boroughs.
so I
Preston's not
remember
big enough
looking up
to have
the
boroughs.
population of Manchester and it was huge, but it was all the surrounding area and that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Manchester spread out as well. They have it's called Greater Manchester.
yeah,
Some contention between Birmingham and Manchester, just who is the second city, basically, of the
yeah,
UK.
yeah,
I personally think it's neither of them. I think it's Glasgow, but there we go.
yeah,
Glasgow don't like to be called a city within the UK.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
But
fair enough.
you could say that about London. London city is tiny, but
Yeah.
like the surrounding area is huge.
Mm.
Um, but look, what is
Yeah,
classed
well,
as
that's
London
sort of the
city?
case with Melbourne. Melbourne's like that. The actual CBD, and that's pretty small, but all the suburbs, it's fucking massive.
Yeah, yeah, it's
I
the
mean,
same.
you
It's a,
you seen that when we drove to Banks.
yeah, well, it's the same with apart. With the only difference is obviously Melbourne being a tram system, London's all underground, but
Yeah,
it sort of circles and crosses its way out,
yeah,
goes out quite far. The underground, and then you have overground trains, and then you have the DLR, which is the light railway that goes through the docks,
yeah,
and they have a skyline and river taxis and all sorts. The transport in London is there's only New York I've ever been to that's comparable.
yeah,
They're on the very similar. I think London probably has more variety of
yeah,
transport, but New York is more extensive, if that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
It's all one New York, more or less, apart from like when you go really far out in its buses. Um, but Liverpool's all underground trains as well. We have a train system. It's an underground train sitting in the city, and then it comes up overground as you go further out the city.
Yeah, that's what Melbourne's like. Melbourne's is all underground on the CBD, but then you come
Yeah,
out Flinders Street or Southern Cross on the other side. You come
same as
out at the
Sydney.
mighty MCG, the greatest sports ground that ever lived.
Sydney's the same. Part of that's underground as well.
Yeah, yeah. The thing that amazes me with Sydney, like Melbourne's an absolute pain to get to the airport, either
Yeah,
airport, whereas Sydney, I was at that Hotel Sweeney's. I
yeah.
walked to the nearest train station, and within like 20 minutes, I was all the way out at the airport, already going to the terminal. So, yeah, it's just so much easier.
Well, it was quicker for us. So we stayed not far from Town Hall, the train station for Town Hall, but we were closer to a metro station. And it was quicker
Yeah,
for us to get the metro and change it central and then go two stops, literally two
yeah,
stops to the airport from central.
yeah,
Rather than from Town Hall, you have to go the opposite way around the loop.
yeah, yeah.
Took much longer.
Yeah, because I
Um,
remember when I got on at Town Hall or somewhere, might have been the next one up. I remember it going the opposite way, and I'm like, please don't tell me I'm going the wrong way. And then it did a loop around.
which is very similar to Chicago and Boston. They have exactly the same with the loop. I nearly missed my flight from Boston because we didn't anticipate the loop going the other way, and it's a big loop. Boston, it takes ages. If you go the
Yeah,
wrong way, it's like triple the time.
yeah. It's like it's so I don't know. Like it definitely pays to research a fair bit with transport before you go to a city.
But again, it's the I found as well Sydney and London like payment as well. So like you have your I can't remember what the card was for Sydney. It's got a
Opal.
specific name. Yes, Opal, and it's
Yeah.
Oyster in London. But
Yeah.
also as well, I didn't get an Opal card. I just paid on my debit card, which was
Yeah.
set to Australian dollars. And you can use
and you can't do
same
that
in
in
London.
Melbourne.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Found that out.
Yeah.
When Jackie got the train.
That's one of the things that Sydney always gives Melbourne shit about. Oh, you just can't even pay for transport without a Mikey card.
Yeah. But yeah, London's like that. They have the Oyster card. I may have a couple of unregistered Oyster cards that you can't. You can only pay with cash, and they're not linked to anything. Or you can pay on your debit card, and the government can track you wherever you go.
Yeah. It's annoying because, like, you can get from Melbourne to Geelong with a Mikey card, but any further you have to pay for it on V line. So
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, half my trip I can use a Mikey, but then I have to buy a separate ticket. So you just end up paying for it on V line the whole trip, sort of thing.
Liverpool's a weird one. It's paper. It's like a card, like a paper card ticket. Until you need a week, until you need a 3-day or a week pass, and then you have to get what they call a walrus card. We picked a good one there, didn't we? Yeah, it's a walrus card.
Cheers, Evie, in the chat. Good to see you, mate.
Spill a drink. Oh, it didn't spill much. It was only just a dribble.
Yeah, so it definitely reminds you of a Verdant beer, but yeah.
The flavour, the colour is slightly darker. Not much, but like slightly darker. Verdant beers tend to be lighter.
Yeah. A lot of Verdant beers I've drank, they're sort of like that. It's sort of more of a yellow tinge than this.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if it's in the Make or Mackie Brewery. Their sours have been doing the rounds recently, and they do a banana one, and I think that looks a lot like a Verdant triple IPA.
Yeah. Such a weird name for a brewery. Mackie.
Yeah, or Make. I don't know which one, how you pronounce it. It's I've heard it pronounced both ways by like.
Where are they based?
Southampton.
Yeah.
So sort of slightly west, but very much as south as you can go.
Yeah.
It's the most southern main port.
Is it Southampton that Peter Crouch went to after Liverpool?
They went to Stoke.
Stoke, that's it.
Yeah, which is.
I knew he went to a club that started with there, so I just couldn't remember which one.
He went to Stoke a couple of times. Stoke's a weird place. It's technically the Midlands, but the Midlands don't like it. They say it's the North, and all Northerners say it's the Midlands. Nobody wants Stoke. If you ever been, the thing about English football, they always say, they talk about all these players, like a Messi or whatever, and they always say, could he play a wet Thursday in Stoke or a wet Wednesday in Stoke at night? At night, because it's just a horrible shit weather in a shithole on a midweek at night with floodlights. And it's cold.
Is that what Stoke-on-Trent is? Is that like?
Yeah, there's a couple of Stokes in the country, so they vary it to say Stoke-on-Trent because the Trent's the river that runs through. But Stoke's a weird one. It's not really a city; it's 5 towns clubbed together.
Yeah.
So it's called the 5-town city.
Yeah.
Harry knows loads about Stoke.
I can't wait to just get over there and explore all these places.
Tell you what, one of the 5 towns is Burslem. Burslem's actually quite a good night out in Stoke. Burslem's got Titanic Brewery. It's where Port Vale are based. Everyone forgets that Stoke City isn't the only club in Stoke, Port Vale. Yeah. So Port Vale ground is like literally 500 meters from Titanic Brewery. Literally, it's so close. And then there's a decent pub as old Stones pub around the corner that still serves Stones bitter, which is a rarity. And then they have like it's a proper cask town though. Like you're not getting your craft there; it's all cask.
Mm.
You find that
good going to a place like that because it's so random.
Yeah. It's some certain towns that or cities you go to and you go, it's a cask place. It's not. You won't get many craft beer, but you might get one, but everywhere else is cask. Liverpool used to be.
You're sort of going back in time slightly, going to a place.
Yeah. Liverpool used to be a cask city, but that changed probably like 2007, 2017. No, 2015. I would say it started to become less of a cask city. Obviously, with Azvex moving in, we also had Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter did both. They were very much keg forward, but they did do cask as well. Black Lodge do both as well. They do keg and cask. Annoyingly, they have some superb beers on cask that are cask exclusives that always drive me around the bend because it won't always be at the brewery. The brewery itself has only got 2 casks. They do so much cask. The brewery only has 2 cask pubs though, and 9 times out of 10, every time I go, there's only one is on. It's just like you're selling so much cask at trade, but you can't keep enough for yourself. It's just a weird. I think that's what keeps the doors open, to be honest, for them.
What was the brewery that was going not too bad, and then they've just recently shut up shop? Is it Love Lane?
Love Lane, yeah, they got bought. So Home and Bargains, like a little discount store, their parent group bought Love Lane. So Love Lane started selling their beers in there about 12 months before they had financial trouble.
Yeah.
The venue, the only thing keeping the venue open was wedding receptions. Literally, like people paying for wedding receptions because it's lovely. It's very inside. It's a gorgeous building. It's an old warehouse, but they've put glass all the way up it. Gorgeous building, brilliant for photos.
Yeah.
And Jack, who's now at Azvex, he's the head brewer at Azvex, was at Love Lane as well. He started to do really good things with it, and then there was some financial irregularities, from what I understand, from him being paid and paying other people, and he went, and then it was sort of downhill from there. And then they got bought up, and now I believe that they got so many weddings booked in advance, they're just keeping the tap room open just for that. They'll open it now and again out to the public, but it's only until those bookings finish, and they'll shut up shop, and it being exclusively a brewery in name only for the for Home Bargains. Sad, but I picked up one today from Home Bargains from them. It's a Nectaron single IPA.
Yeah. It's good that they've still got some stuff out there.
Yeah, just it is what it is. They're not really a microbrewery anymore.
Is there any, like, how Verdant's in such a hard to get place? Is there many other breweries in that area? Like, if you made the effort to go down there, you'd have other places to visit, sort of thing?
Yeah, so the one that's making the waves at the minute is one Harry turned me on to, which is Blunt Rock. Blunt Rock are really good. There's also Brazil beer, another one Harry turned me on to. His family have got holiday home down there, so he goes quite a bit. Brazil started in France with an English owner, and then he moved from France to Cornwall and kept the name Brazil beer, spelled in the French way. The Saffron Lager last year was honorable mention in my Golden Pints. It was really good. Really, really good. The red ale is pretty decent as well. They do blood red ale.
So is it spelt like BRASIL?
BRASLOU, Brazil.
Okay, yeah.
And then beer, BIRR. IE.
Yeah.
But they only do stubbies. It's 330. Everything's in 330s for them.
Yeah.
Little stubby cans.
Little
Which is,
grenades, as we call
yeah.
them.
Which for a 4.2 saffron lager is not great, because I got to the end of that 330. I went, I'd like another like 4 of them, please, because it was so good. But the red IPA is like 6.8 or something like that, and you're like, nah, it's enough. It's so malty. Like 330 was plenty. Blood Rock are good. I just wish I'm not a fan of the can art. The beers are exceptional, but I think the can art's a bit crap.
Yeah.
But they're definitely New England. They're not a patch on Verdant, but they're a good additional.
Yeah. I'd imagine there'd be some good old pubs down that way too.
Yeah, they've got Skinner's brewery as well, but that's just been bought out recently. Apparently, it's not the same. That's like the traditional brewery that was down there.
Yeah.
And what's the other one that's down there as well? That's owned by Bath. That was a weird one where it was 2 breweries that merged together, like very much similar to what's happened in the US recently.
Yeah.
Bath Ales was one, and I can't remember that. St. Austell.
Yeah.
So they do their coconut stouts really, really good. And that's available in supermarkets here. But those 2 traditional breweries, what they class as regional breweries, because they were so big traditionally, that have now merged and are still being brewed at both locations. But I think they split the. It's like more Bath is a bigger brewery, so they brew more St. Austell's for supermarkets and stuff like that. And St. Austell's is still doing bits and bobs there.
Yeah. Yeah, like I feel like there'd be just so many microbreweries throughout. Like, I mean, Australia has heaps, but just you guys in like the US, there'd be just so many that you wouldn't even know about.
Oh yeah. It's hard to keep up. Like there's like 2 that have come into Chester in the last 12 months I've not had any from, and like that's like 1 city away. It's just don't see them. It takes ages. They start off as such a small entity that will maybe serve like 3 or 4 pubs in the local area, or 3 pubs in the local area and 1 because someone asked about them. The big one that's like almost Emperor's-esque at the minute is Backbeat, which is a former, like, he was like a national like DJ, and he had singles and stuff DJ, and then he went, yeah, no, I'm retiring now, I'm becoming a brewer, and has like a massive house with a double garage, and all he brews is massive beers. It just does
cool.
like so I've got a 11.6 winter warmer. They're all 330ml bottles, tall 330ml with wax tops. That's all he does.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a guy like that in Sydney. He was like some high-flying accountant or some financial dude, and he was always a home brewer. And apparently he used to do like, he had little clubs in Sydney, little beer clubs where they'd get together and share, like do bottle shares. And anyway, he's got like this huge as garage set up, and his beers are that epic. Apparently, he puts the word out to a couple of friends, and then they can invite 1 or 2 people, and they get together as like a collective of about 30 people and drink his latest stouts. And the ratings for him are like fucking unbelievable. Like, it's just mad to think that there's just some random finance guy that brews and he's doing like dark beers that are like probably as good as like fucking Bottle Logic or something.
It's the same as this guy from Breakbeat. He does like, he very rarely, he has 4 beers that he's brewed a couple of times, and they've done a couple of kegs. But other than that, it's all bottles.
Yeah.
And like, there's a place in Preston that always has them, but now that they've done a series recently, everyone seems to have got them, but not a lot. Like little bits. Like you'll do like so a shop will get like 20 bottles. That's it. It's just like, but they're all hand wax topped and all sorts. He doesn't do a beer. I guarantee he doesn't do a beer below 10.5%.
Yeah.
They're all dark or brown. He's done a couple of Imperial Browns, which I haven't been able to get my hands on. Winter Warmer that's brown. I think the only light beer I've ever seen from him was a strong Belgian Golden,
Yeah.
which again
Probably
was
do
like
it.
11%.
Probably do barley wines and that sort of stuff.
Just barley wines, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got the Winter Warmer and an Impy, a strawberry Impy from him in the cupboard.
Cool.
Yeah, just mad. This is really good. This is really, really good. Like,
yeah, definitely. Cheers
probably
to
better than some of the track
Josh, Juzzy, and Disco.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm behind with the comments. You can do the comments, as well.
Can I actually? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can do it.
I didn't realise I could click on them as well.
Yeah. Dual control.
Yeah.
Like a driving instructor car.
That's pretty cool. I'm taking over. Your driving sucks.
Fine.
Wonder if Simo's still going.
It was when we joined. I don't know now. It's not lunchtime for you yet, is it? Still brunch.
For me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only 9:45. Do you know what would be good right now? A big English breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm hungry as.
I prefer Irish breakfast because you get soda bread and you get white pudding as well. And sometimes, if you do Northern Ireland, it's Ulster fry, which is a different cut of bacon. That's brilliant. Salty as well. Like you'll need a couple of pints after that because it's so salty.
Have you? I'm assuming you've had haggis before. What's your thought?
Yeah. I like haggis. It's fine.
Yeah.
You just got to deal with the fact that it's awful.
Yeah. I feel like I'd be fine with it. I don't know. You just think like hot dogs and shit like that's probably even worse than haggis. So it's like.
Have you had liver and kidneys before?
Yeah.
90% of what's in there is liver and kidneys.
Yeah.
You have a bit of oats and it's peppery. That's literally the difference. Good with mash. If you get a proper creamy mashed potato with it, really offsets it.
Yeah. Yeah, people are just too sort of hung up on what it is, and it's got like a bad rep.
Yeah, but traditional haggis it has like all the ends, but like commercial haggis, like McSween's, I think is the big name brand in haggis. Yeah. It's mostly liver, kidneys, and lungs. That is almost all of the meat that's in there. So if you used to having liver and kidneys, is lungs that much of a difference?
Yeah, true. I've had sheep's nuts before, so
I haven't. I nearly tried a Rocky Mountain oysters. That might be when I go back to America, and that might be.
Yeah.
No, sheep's heart is brilliant. It's a horrible thing to say, but that's a lovely meal.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was in Thailand, I was close to, how you see people try and like snake's blood. I was tempted to give it a whirl, but I just didn't want to get sick. It was like,
Next time, try it one. Try it with the liqueur one, because the alcohol will kill any of the bad stuff anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like I just needed that other person, like the canary. Just I needed someone else to do it first, and then go fuck it, I'll do it as well. I've eaten bugs and all that sort of shit while I've been over there.
I honestly can say I will eat anything because, like, I remember my dad used to make his own pork pies, and to make the clear jelly in pork pies, it's pig's trotters. The traditional way is you boil down pig's trotters for hours. Literally, it takes like minimum of 5 hours to boil those down into that clear gel. Most of it, I think, commercially now, it's I think they do with pig skin, and they boil it down. But the traditional way is trotters, and that stinks. It stinks to high heavy. You have to have the door open. It's really bad. So if you can put up with that smell, you can eat anything.
Yeah. One thing, like where my secondary school was, like my high school, that was really close to an abattoir. So on a really bad day, you just get that putrid smell. It's like that's what I'd sort of expect that smell to be like.
Yeah. I remember going through an abattoir, and it was the noises of the shooting was the worst bit. The bolt gun.
Yeah.
It's got to come from somewhere. You can't. You either do it yourself, or you get used to the commercial process.
Yeah. I think one thing I need to start doing more is getting my meat from a proper butcher, and my fruit and veg from a proper like greengrocer instead of getting shit from the supermarket.
Yeah, but I think
just
a lot of
that
the time,
convenience. So yeah,
the fruit and veg as well. A lot of the time they'll import that.
Yeah.
So what's the difference really? They bought it from a wholesaler instead of it going supermarket buying it direct.
Yeah.
Me, I get it. Like especially like ones that butchers that take the whole animal and butcher it down.
Yeah.
There's not many of them left in England.
I just had the last sip then. And I just got like a little sort of touch of bitterness on the back of the
bitter lemon. I was about to say, really bitter lemon. I'm at right, literally like the back end of it. Seeing as you've had your last sip, what are you rating out of 5?
I feel like when it comes to ratings, I'm normally one of those people that probably rate stuff a bit higher than what you do.
You say that, but my average, like across Untapped, is 3.5.
Yeah, mine's probably higher though. I reckon mine would be higher than that.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like I'm one of those people, if I like something, I'll probably rate it a little bit higher than what it should be.
I don't give many 5s out, but I give a lot of 4s.
Yeah.
I don't give many. I always think a 5, it has to be perfect.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
something like this for me is around that. Like I reckon this is elite level. So for me, it's like around that 4.6, 4.7 mark. Like I really rate it.
No, you're right. I go slightly lower, but not by much. I'd say it's a 4.25 for me.
Yeah.
It's a 4 is good. It's above good.
Yeah. Sure.
It's not amazing. It is really good. It is really good, but amazing is 4.5 for me, and then 5 has to be perfect.
Yeah.
But I think it's really, really good. So it's 4.2, 4.3.
Yeah, and everyone has their sort of different way to describe and like rate and that. So I'll never fault anyone unless they like give a really good beer a shit score. Yeah.
I've only ever given for 3 beers. I've only ever gotten 5s.
Yeah.
I don't give 5s out.
I've given so many beers like 4.5 and 4.75.
Oh yeah.
5s. It's like I have had a huge amount of beers. I think all up I've given probably before the side project tap takeover. I probably had about 10 5s, but then that just obliterated it because all their beers were just fucking phenomenal, like next level.
All three of my fives have been English beers.
Yeah. What were
Rolling Man,
Yeah.
Rolling Man cask.
Yeah.
Cask. So it used to be Steady Rolling Man, but Steady Rolling Man dropped. The level dropped, but cask brought it back to what it was.
Cool.
Because it's a different recipe, the cask version to the can and keg.
Yeah.
Sarah Hughes Ruby Mild is the perfect mild. If you to style, that's a 5. There's no other mild that comes anywhere close to it.
What's it called?
The brewery's Sarah Hughes Brewery, and it's called Ruby Mild. It's a 6% mild that you only get on cask. They did do a very limited run about 5 years ago, bottles.
Yeah.
And they were 330ml bottles. But other than that, it comes in pints and it comes in casks. It's to style. It's the best mild.
Yeah.
I've been lucky to find it on cask 3 times. And they have been all complete chance encounters.
What makes it so brilliant?
It's just for such as although it's 6%, for me, a mild should always be sessionable. That's the point of a mild. The mild is not the ABV, it's flavour. It's supposed to be a mild flavour. It's good flavour, but a mild flavour. It's supposed to be. Used to be miles. You came out of a mine. At lunch. Do 3 pints of mild and go back in the mines. Sarah Hughes, you probably couldn't do that at 6%. You could, but you wouldn't get much mine done in the afternoon.
You'd be sleeping in the mine.
Yeah. But flavour-wise, it is spot on 100%. The third one, which is actually the first 5 I've ever given, was Vault City Imperial Stout, which was the original honeycomb. Now I have the crunch, which is the crunchy bar one in the cupboard I haven't had yet, because it was when Vault City did bottles. This is how long ago it was. There's a Vault City bottle, 375 bottle, with a stupid wide top. Never fit. It only fits some bottle openers. It was really annoying. But it was perfect. It was 10.2, which is a weird ABV. And it was literally a crunchy bar in liquid imperial stout form.
Yeah. Cool.
It was amazing. I bought 5 bottles. As soon as I drank the first one, I went, I have to find this now. Found somewhere in the Midlands that had 5 bottles, and I bought all 5 bottles.
Cool.
I gave a couple out of the 5, and I drank another 3 because it was superb.
Yeah,
it was.
there needs to be more honeycomb stouts. I feel like whenever I've had them, it's generally been a really good combo.
I remember Vocation did a decent one. It wasn't amazing, but it was decent.
Yeah,
they did one. And I say the Vault City have done Crunch, which is supposed to be the same, but it's a 330ml can. I don't think it's going to be as good, but I don't want it to ruin that memory, if you know what I mean. It's probably why I've held off from drinking it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that wasn't one of the ones we were thinking about you bringing over for me.
Yeah, I could have got another can, so I was just like, I'll just bring that can over and grab another one.
Yeah.
But I'm hesitant. I just don't want to spoil that memory.
I think I just didn't really care too much about Vault City because I'd had a heap of their beers recently. So yeah.
You don't seem to get a lot of their stouts, so you seem to get all the sours, which I know like 80% of what they make is sours.
Yeah.
We get them in supermarkets as well. Now I had 2 brand new ones in supermarkets recently. I had Getting Caught in the Rain, which is a pina colada sour at 6.2, and then Jungle Juice, which is I don't know if you got it in Australia. Umbongo, the drink.
No.
It's like a children's tropical drink, and they basically it's all different fruits. And they've done a 6% version of that.
Yeah.
That was exceptional as well. And I'm in the process of ordering their collaboration with Rivington. First time they've done a collaboration with Rivington, and it's a special fog beer that they didn't quite get out in time for the fog series. And it's a sour IPA made with it's a cloudy lemonade sour IPA.
That actually sounds alright.
Yeah. And it's 6.2.
Yeah. Yeah, sour IPAs are one of those styles where it's like, it's definitely hit and miss, but I feel like if it's a lemonade sort of...
Yeah, cloudy lemo.
It might be alright.
It's called Foggy Lemonade, which I think is brilliant. And it's the same hops as well that they use in Never Known Fog Like It, their flagship pale ale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see lemonade over here in like seltzers and all that sort of shit, but not really in big. Yeah.
Well, I think Vault City have done quite a few lemonade sours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think pretty sure Banks did one at one stage. It just it tasted like, when you get like an old school lemonade that's actually lemon, more lemony. Yeah, it tasted like that, like I don't know, like your grandma's old lemonade.
Yeah, that's what that Vault City Rivington one is based on. It's old style cloudy lemonade in IPA format, which is like hopped with I think it's Ruaka. I think that's what Never Known Fog Like. It's mainly Ruaka. I know it's a lot of New Zealand hops.
Did you see I had a beer the other night called Ruaka OnlyFans?
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm waiting for the Idaho 7 OnlyFans. When's that happening?
Yeah. Yeah, they should. It'd be cool if it turned into a series and it was just like single hop, hoppy pilsners. Like it'd be awesome.
Yeah, it should be Idaho only 7 fans. Just 7. Not many people like it.
You're one of the 7 worldwide.
I'm like 2 of the 7 here.
Have you ever met someone that loves Idaho 7 as much as you do?
No. I met many people who don't like it, and I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Harry's going round to it.
I remember I was at a beer event, and there was a guy crapping on about how much he loved Talus. So me and him become mates because, like, I was saying how it's like my favourite hop.
It's like my 3rd favourite hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah. I love though when you're just reeling off hop names and all of a sudden one real random one will come out and people are like, oh, I've never heard of that. And like, it just creates a good conversation.
I usually get like a lot of shit for the ones I don't like.
Yeah. What's the Japanese hop that has the slight coconutty, the old school one?
Sriracha Ace, which I actually have.
I keep forgetting the name of it. Sriracha Ace, yeah.
I've got a Brooklyn Saison, which is a supermarket beer in the UK, which is a Sriracha Ace Saison. That's dry hop Sriracha. But it's I think it's like 6.7. It's like a random ABV as well for a Saison. I was like, that's really high for a Saison.
Yeah, a lot of Saisons are pretty low.
Oh yeah, 6.7 in a can as well. I try and avoid Saisons in a can. I don't think they should ever be in a can. Yeah. But it was Sriracha Ace and it was a high ABV, and I was like, this actually intrigues me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those beers as like a craft beer sort of connoisseur you have to get because it's just so different.
Brewed in the UK as well. It's brewed at Carlsberg, but it's
Yeah.
not a It's because it's a 440, and it's not. I was like, it's not a Brooklyn. Usually a Brooklyn can be 447, something like that. And I'm like, well, it's not a US can, that's the UK can.
You don't really see Brooklyn Brewery in Australia anymore.
Yeah, so there's a weird thing with Brooklyn and Carlsberg. So they have exclusive European distribution for Brooklyn, and they brew Brooklyn Lager under contract here. And then they do Brooklyn Pilsner, which is a Carlsberg recipe under Brooklyn supervision.
Yeah. Brooklyn were one of the original craft breweries, weren't they?
Yeah. So Garrett Oliver, who is the brewmaster at Brooklyn, recently did. He doesn't do, because of the Carlsberg link. Garrett Oliver doesn't do Brooklyn collabs anymore. He does Garrett Oliver collabs. So there's a new Thornbridge mild come out. It's Thornbridge with Garrett Oliver. Harry's got a can at the minute. And yeah, but again, that's a 6% mild as well. And I'm like, that could be really good. It was on cask around the corner a couple of weeks ago, but I was driving. I was like, I can't get it. And then when I looked the next day, it had gone. And I was like,
yeah. One style I really want a beer of is that Grodziskie, the Polish style.
Oh yeah, it's like 2.8.
I have had a few before,
lager.
but I just want one to review on the channel. It'd be awesome.
I've had one once, and it was if you don't like it's not dandelion and burdock, it's not licorice, it's if you don't like aniseed, it's not for you, because it's basically like a light aniseed lager. That's the best way I can describe it. It's a bit funky at the end.
Yeah, I can't really remember what they tasted like, but yeah, I've definitely had a few of them. One style I really like too is that Lichtenheiner, the smoked sour. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I've never seen any of them in the wild.
Yeah, there was a brewery in Richmond in Melbourne that used to brew one. They did it sort of annually. And then I think I'm pretty sure I've only had two, and they were both Aussie breweries. I've never actually had a proper German one. That'd be cool.
We do get a lot of kvasses here now in the Polish shops. So they range in ABV. You can get ones that are classed as non-alcoholic, so they're 0.5. But I've had ones ranging up to 1.4. They do get up out of the non-alcoholic range, but I like them. A lot of the times, I think a lot of non-alcoholic beers lose massively to kvasses.
Yeah. What does kvass taste like? I've got no idea.
That is very much a dandelion and burdock flavour. So imagine it looks like a brown ale, like a low ABV brown ale, but it tastes like dandelion and burdock and is low ABV.
Yeah. And I know that now that Urban Viking's been getting heaps of Russian subscribers, he was trying to get hold of some kvass because they were sort of asking him about it.
Yeah, it tastes like dandelion and burdock, but it has the carbonation of beer rather than a carbonation of a soft drink.
Yeah.
It's good. I think it's a good alternative. Like for you, if you were doing morning reviews, it'd be brilliant because 0.5, so that would be your system within 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Have
a couple before.
Well, in the Polish shops, they come in like fizzy drink soda bottles, like 2-litre bottles.
Yeah.
It's like a drink. It's 0.5, and it comes in a big bottle. You can have a big bottle if you wanted.
Yeah, like you're grabbing a bottle of Coke from the supermarket.
Yeah,
Sort of thing. Yeah,
yeah, pretty much. But it's technically a beer.
yeah,
I remember Harry brewed one at home in his airing cupboard once. Because you can brew one of the reasons why it's low ABV is they use bread yeast, so
yeah,
it doesn't eat as much of the sugars,
yeah.
and if it does, it doesn't produce enough alcohol to make it, high ABV.
Yeah, that's cool. I know nothing about them, so yeah, I've obviously just seen them mention them a fair bit lately on people's channels and stuff, but yeah, certainly
Yeah,
something I've never come across here in Australia.
I could have got you loads as well to bring with me because they come in
Yeah.
plastic bottles. I could have brought additional, and just said that they were.
There's probably like some Russian men's club or something in Melbourne somewhere where they probably have it on tap, and I can
Well,
just walk in and go, "Hey guys."
probably I've never seen it on tap. The majority of
Yeah,
the kvass we get here is Latvian or Lithuanian.
yeah,
It's two L's.
yeah. I know in like Melbourne, in the different suburbs, there's definitely like clubs of countries like that. They'll have like their own sort of, almost like their own sort of pool hall where you go and
Yeah,
you can get meals and play pool and play darts, and all the food's like genuine from that country, and they'll have their own beers and shit. Like I remember going to Polish ones when I was younger, like teenage years.
yeah. Polish shops I go to. There's quite a lot in Liverpool. Like I even our like dish scouse is originally from a Polish dish
Yeah,
called lobscouse.
yeah,
It's we have a lot of Polish, like I would say maybe Chinese and Jamaican heritage is probably slightly higher than Poland, but Poland's definitely a firm third.
yeah. You have a
Um,
lot of Jamaicans in Liverpool. That's interesting.
South Liverpool, yeah, there's really
Yeah,
some really good Jamaican restaurants in South Liverpool.
yeah. That'd be cool. The old
Yeah,
jerk.
more Manchester. Manchester is more Jamaican. Like there's better Jamaican
Yeah,
restaurants in Manchester, but South
yeah.
Liverpool's got loads.
That's definitely a nationality that's not common at all in Australia.
It's the wrong side of the world, isn't it, for you?
Yeah, like in all honesty, there's hardly any Caribbean like nationalities. It'd be just due to where it is, I guess.
There's probably a lot of Trinidadian people as well, but they often get lumped in with the Jamaicans.
Yeah, yeah. Trinidad and
Uh,
Tobago.
yeah. Have you ever watched? So Trinidad and Tobago only ever qualified for one World Cup,
Yeah,
and one of the players that played for Trinidad and Tobago, his name was Chris Birchall,
yeah,
and he was the most Northern English man you've ever met in your life.
yeah.
And he played for Trinidad and Tobago because his mum was accidentally born in Trinidad while his grandparents were on holiday.
Oh god. Was he
So
the sort of
he,
was he the sort of fella that was he like decent enough to play first grade football in England? Yeah.
yeah, but not for England. Yeah, he would never have got into the England squad, but he was much
Yeah.
better than a lot of the Trinidadian players.
Yeah. So he was probably I'm guessing that he was like the playmaker for them when they were in the World Cup and stuff. Like he was
Yeah,
doing a lot of the work himself. Yeah.
yeah, but the two strikers that they had for Trinidad who were Trinidadian born were also Premier League players and stuff like that. I think it was just so Trinidad had Dwight York,
Yeah.
and it was they qualified as Dwight York was
Yeah. Well, he was
he
a
was
decent player.
a horrible person, lovely player.
Yeah.
Personally,
Yeah.
a horrible person.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know
Like,
about any of that, but
oh
I
yeah,
remember him. I remember him being a good footballer.
multiple women treats them like absolute scum.
Yeah.
If that's from multiple women, and that's not you don't have like 3 or 4 women come out and say the same thing, and you think, oh well, it's just unfounded. Oh, there you go. Yeah, very good, Miles. I want to try it.
Cool. Cheers, Joe. Good to see you, brother. Hopefully you're cracking a beer in Sydney today.
He's Giuseppe, but you call him Joe.
Yeah, so Giuseppe is obviously his Italian name, but his Aussie name's Joe.
Okay.
Yeah. He's it's funny because he's Australian, but I actually met him through Paul at Rate My Beer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think Paul sort of brought us together. He's like, oh, another Australian. So then, yeah, we sort of started talking. And, yeah, he's actually been up on my panel a few times. You've probably seen
Maybe.
him.
I can't wait for you to review that beer, that Rate My Beer beer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well,
I've had it 3 times.
He wants to be involved, but he's going. I don't know what's going on with him lately. He's having some sort
He's
of
not well.
sickness. Yeah, I might just have to review
it. Oh, I'm taking my hay fever tablets yet.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, this time of the year you'd be struggling with it too.
Oh, is it nice as well? I meant to take it before I started, but I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know why, but in the back, I've got like a Bluetooth speaker in the bathroom, and for some, like the lady talking's like having one of those Siri sort of type things, and she's just going off. I've heard it the whole time we've been drinking this beer, going Bluetooth connected and all this crap. Shut the hell up.
Do you want to call it here, and we can do something afterwards?
Yeah,
because I know Harry's
definitely keen for another beer. I'm starting to get thirsty.
I've got half a Guinness here as well.
Yeah. Like, is anyone live at the moment?
I don't know. I haven't checked. I can't. I'm on my phone. This is my phone, so.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to call it here. I'm going to go for a quick whiz, a hay fever tablet separately, not together. That would be weird. But I'm sure we'll do something. We'll either, if Simo's still live, we could always join him. If not, we can set something up.
Yeah.
Right.
Coolio.
I'm going to do the wave now because that's how
Thanks everyone for chiming in, and enjoy Adam's awkward wave.
Wave while I press the button.